Oh, for some reason it was not recording. What I try to do is switch the players by a simple hotkey. For that, I have already something that's I have the part for switching to the CC center railway point. There's the railway point. This works very nice, but was not working at the moment. Is there's no hotkey for this one. That could be a little bit difficult to do. I need to check if I have maybe what I don't could use is numbers because numbers are already registers. That's for group, group. Here you could see that already registered for select control groups, and I don't want to use it. Also, shift zero is used, and control numbers is used, and only numbers is used. So maybe the F keys are not used. Maybe I could find that num. Okay, that hmm, could be something with the camera maybe. Camera. Here you see it. Here you see that. Jump to camera F5678. 5678 is already registered. Difficult. So maybe F9. So maybe try to do it with 9, 10, 11, 12. In my keyboard, there this function key is already there. So, and I want to check if in the config file they are already registered. Check that. So let's check the F keys if there's something. Okay, here we see F6, F7, F8. What about F10 or F9? That's an 8, F9. There's nothing with F9. So we could use 9, 10, 11, 12. That's interesting. Okay, what we need for that? I don't see a chance to do it, and I don't know how to do it with only serial ID tools. Maybe I need to use, and as I maybe said before, maybe I need to use AutoKey thing. So check that. Okay, I already have named some script with serial ID F1, F1 player player 1 select, and maybe also F1 is possible to use. What happens if I press F1? Maybe nothing. And check if F1 is used into the config file. That should be into his code editor. Where is I already have closed. I think F1 could be used, so I use F1. This script is not helpful at the moment. I don't need this notification at the moment, and we don't need notification is not needed. Time is eventually not needed, but let's take it. This is also not needed, but the click is probably needed. For that, that's also no comment is needed, but for this I need the position here. And for that I can't move this. I can move it, and it should be tell me the position, but it's don't do it. So maybe I could find it if I use Kate. Maybe I get the position. Okay, yeah, now you could read the position in the middle of that. That's called geometry or something. It could be enabled if you have, for example, Ubuntu. And then there are many other tools you could use. And then I see that's about 3,600, about 10, 3,610. So I could say it could click at 3,600 and about 10, and eventually that is working. That other things, the other stuff I don't need. Save it, and I need to set the hotkey to number F1. Come on, F1, and then save it, and then it should be F1. Check that. F1. Oh, interesting. I think that was a little bit too far on the right side. So let me try 5. Something different. Maybe this one. No, that's was a little bit too far. So maybe 400. Interesting. That was a little bit. Okay. Okay, let's try 100. And again. Oh. What's wrong with that? Click relative. Is that... that... I'm not quite sure. It has something to do with my mouse position. If it's relative to my mouse position, then it's totally wrong. But I don't think so. What? That's crazy. Okay, let's do with 2,000. That's crazy. F1. I wonder really much. There's something not working, really not working. Why it's this opening there? That must be not this one. It seems to be it's opening this one. It's opening this one. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Maybe I tried something. And then I need to measure it again. Okay, then it happens. Then nothing happens. So do 700. That's trial and error. You should not do that. Okay, that's working. That's working. But it seems to be this position is not expected for me. That it's why is this? I think that's I understand. If you click on this, then it's that. Okay, that's great. So this is the click for open it, and then we need another position. For example, we need to sleep a little bit, maybe 25 seconds, and then make a click a little bit below. Maybe let's do y plus, I say 50. Then see what happens. Let's leave a little bit longer. 55. I need to add. That eventually works like so. Add 50 to y. Yes, that was great. This is the okay. That's too much. So I think maybe 20 is one step. Something about that. 20. We need for calculate that we need a different strategy. Okay, that's the first one. So I need another different strategy. Let's do one. This is first, second, third, first, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need something like 10. And 10 should be then eventually 10, maybe 20. So check what happens if I calculate like so. Aha. So that means that 20 is probably not enough. Maybe 25 for different. Aha, yeah, 25 is really good. So let's go for 28 maybe. And then we see if I try to select the last one, therefore I need 28. 28, I have two players. The first, so that's okay. That's about 11. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this is the selected one only. So, so I'm not quite sure what's best. I don't like these numbers. It's not good to calculate. I don't want it. Okay, so that means that if I want to select person number 1, then I need to calculate with 28. Okay, that means person. Yeah, that's also already solved now. So if I want to select number 1, then I do 128. Try that. Okay, that is okay. Number 1 is observer. That's what we never want to do. So or maybe I'm not sure. Maybe and observer and Gaia. That's observer and Gaia. Okay, observer is eventually interesting. Gaia I never used. So let's do this F1 and select call this observer. Call this observer. Observer. And then we do the same thing. This I have click clone this. Okay, and then do the same thing with F2. Then it's F2 is. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like the names, but it happens. Okay, then take that player 1, select, and then we do here. I really don't like it. I think we should change it. We should do observer later. We should do something. We should use something else later for that. I don't know what. So that should be something else. And then player 1 should F1. I think it is more beautiful. That's really much more beautiful. And therefore I need to hotkey, of course, F1. And yeah, now we have it. And that should be then player 1 is 1, 2, 3. That's place 3. So try that. It's saved. Try that. Player F1. Yes, that's working. And what we also want, what I want to have is that the CC is selected. The CC selected. That could be possible by press ctrl+c space. That's in my configuration. So let's send that keyboard control. There's it already there. It's already there. nearly there. So we need ctrl+c and then later a space. Maybe it's possible without 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 sleep time. I don't think so, but try. So I do want something else, and then go F1. Ah, yes, that's working. I think it has worked. Oh no, it hasn't worked. I think it hasn't worked. Try that manually. Yes, that was the last thing was not really working. So I need a little bit sleep time there. So eventually, that's eventually something. Okay, that's or the space. I think the space was missing. So let's go somewhere and press F1. Okay. We see that the CC is already selected, but space was not really recognized. I think there's something. I don't know what could be there. What could be the reason? Try it again. Okay, space is not recognized much. Maybe try 2 spaces. That we could try. No. So we need something else. Let's do like K press and press K space and then sleep a little bit. That's 55 milliseconds and K press release the K, release the K space and then eventually I think then it's working. I'm pretty sure. Press and this we don't need, and then we could try this package and do it. F1. Oops. 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 Uh, that's what I'm really wondering now. Because if I press here, if I F1 and then press space, that's working. Manually, it's working really good. So, that's crazy. I want then do a second. I'll also do a little bit sleep time here. Crazy. And then F1. Oh. It's not working. It's terrible. Terrible. So now I don't know what the reason could be that it's not working. Okay. Keyboard press K space. That's not nice. It should be space. If I use this, for example, as a hotkey, then it's space. You could read it. And it's the same syntax highlighting like here. That's really... and I also tried a second. That's really not nice. And I want also have something like there. That's really I really am wondering that it's not working. I hope I could do it in this video. crazy, crazy, crazy. That's really not nice. Okay, it is possible to select the CC, but not possible to press the space. Crazy. That's really not nice. Control C. Okay, mouse click is working. Control C is working. Wait a little bit longer. About 100 milliseconds. Then that's so I have no idea. I have no idea why this is not working. I could do like something like what happens if I do shift space? Shift space is not working. Control space, but space is working. But only if I use it manually. Yes, that's a terrible thing. 1 second, it's really a long time to wait. Let's wait a little bit shorter, maybe 100 milliseconds. Yeah, it should be. I think it should be. If it's not working now, then I don't see a chance. But I have it already. I did it for last year or so, and so I'm really wondering. That's not working. If you have any idea how I could do it, please tell me. Yeah. That's the space K for sure. Okay, what we could do is we could switch between the player. That's also not bad. That is possible. So maybe I could do it a little bit faster. This this one, so I could maybe do the sleep time a little bit less. Maybe what's about if I use 10 milliseconds or 15 milliseconds? Let's try that. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Okay, that works very nice. What happens if I don't use any sleep time? I don't know if it's working. Okay, that's also working. That's nice. So, that is possible. If it's possible to select the CC very fast, let's try that. Let's go to somewhere and then press F1. Yes, I think that's also working very nice. So let's do it for this next player with F2 and player 2, and then that should be yeah, that is the row number 4, and that should be the player 2 save, and then we could toggle between 4. Okay, what's wrong? Okay, 2 and 1. That's great. So we could fast toggle between 2 players. Yeah, that's also very nice if you make a replay and want to compare 2 players, what view they have. So that's great. What's really not great is that it's not jumping to the CC. So I need manually press this one and then space. That's that's not so terrible to press the space button. That's it's okay. It's not so terrible, and maybe do it with another next players. Yeah, that is then player 3 and then player 4 for 4. And of course we need there for player. That is with the number. Maybe we should change this with, for example, player number and say that's player number 1. And then we could do something like um, 2 plus player number. That should be working eventually. Try that. Player 1. Yeah, it looks good. That's good. That looks good. Okay, then we have here the same thing. Hello. Oh, that's it. Then we have here player 2, and we have here player 3, and here we have player. Oh, that looks not beautiful. So, and here we have player 4. So player 4. So we could try then. 1, 2, 3, 3. Something wrong with 3. 4. Okay, 4 is also not working for some reason because I think eventually 3 and 4 is not working. Why? 3, 4. Okay. I have not set the hotkey. Here you could see that I have not set the hotkey. That's 3, and this is for F4. So now we have the possibility to 4, 3, 2, 1. That's great. Only the space is not working, but eventually we not miss it so much. But I'm really wondering why this mechanism is not working. So yeah, space is not working. Crazy. So yeah, terrible. But yeah, last try. Something like do some crazy stuff like space plus space. I think that could not working because you could not double space usually. Okay, number 4. No, of course that's not okay. So that was the video. You could switch between player 1, player 2, player 3, and player 4 with a single click, and it's useful if you make replace. Then sometimes there's an attack, then you want to switch between 2 players fast and want to see what they see, and that could be helpful. So I hope you enjoyed it a little bit, and if you have an idea how I could press the space button there, then please send me this, and have a nice day. Bye bye.